Welcome to Las Vegas MGM Grand, ahead of the fight of the year, the card of the year, a huge night of boxing from the T-Mobile Arena, live on the Zone pay-per-view this Saturday. It gives us tremendous pleasure to be here, of course, to give you the trilogy fight between the undisputed super middleweight world champion Canelo Alvarez and the unified middleweight world champion Gennadiy Golovkin. Probably the greatest rivalry in modern day boxing, set to do it all over again in what I believe will be the best of the three on Saturday night. But as I said, all the Canelo Alvarez fights that we've been involved with, this card, far and away, the best we've put together. Tremendous fighters from top to bottom, and I'm delighted to be joined by them on the stage. So many to get through, and we'll speak to them all now. Anthony Herrera, welcome. A great opportunity for you on this card. Everyone disappointed with your draw last time out in Mexico. Everybody felt you won that fight comfortably, very unlucky to get the decision, but great to bounce back on a huge card on Saturday night.
Right. Sure disappointed with that, but hey, it's a new opportunity, big stage right now in my career. Going on my fourth fight Saturday, so like I always say, it's Superman time, and I'm just here to make a statement in the under 50-pound division.
Mark Castro, welcome. A huge opportunity for you as well. Tough opponent this weekend as well. Drew with Ofer Jones, I remember seeing him on our show recently as well. But for you, another Canelo Alvarez undercard. I've lost count of how many you've had now, but really starting to move towards the championship fights in 2023.
Yes, it's been amazing to be in this position. Sometimes it feels enough for me. I think it's the fifth Canelo card, and I'm just grateful to be here. It's a tough opponent, but it's the best Mark Castro you'll see this Saturday.
Obviously, you see a lot of your former amateur standout teammates moving on now towards the 8-10 championship fights as well. How close do you feel you are now? You think it's just a situation of clearing this year out, getting your final bit of experience and moving towards those championship fights in 2023?
Yes, definitely. It's all about the fights now, the world titles I won in the gym, and just like that, I'm really ready for that call. Just got to be ready for me in the gym.
Look forward to seeing you back in action on Saturday. So many great matchups on the card. This one, earlier on in the night, but one you cannot afford to miss. Aponte against Molina. Aaron, we'll start with you. Of course, boxed out in Mexico as well. Great victory out there. This is the kind of fight that we love. Two undefeated fighters, two great prospects. You took this fight in an instant, so did Molina as well. Huge platform, huge card. It's going to be a great fight on Saturday.
Yeah, we got a great opportunity in this fight. You know, we have a tough opponent, 8-0. You know, two undefeated fighters fighting against each other, and I think it's going to be a great fight. You know, everybody tuned into that fight. You know, I thank Matchroom and the Zone for the opportunity of, you know, putting me on this card. And the training's done. You know, I'm in the best shape of my life, and, you know, it's time to shine.
Fernando Molina, great opportunity for you as well. Two undefeated fighters. Incredible fight. You've been a part of these Canelo undercards before as well, but this is a very, very tough fight.
Vamos a defender nuestro legado, quien quiere ser el invicto, y más que nada vengo muy bien preparado para este 17 de septiembre y van a esperar una guerra.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's going to be a war on September 17th. Two undefeated prospects, and they're both going to defend their legacy. Who will remain undefeated, we'll see, but we'll be prepared for that day, and they're going to put on a war.
Thank you both. Aponte, Molina, fantastic fight, as is another Mexico-Puerto Rico clash. Diego Pacheco against Enrique Collazo. Diego Pacheco, 15-0, fast rising star, now on the verge of moving into the world top 15 rankings as well. Enrique, tough test for you, but also a tough test ahead for Diego Pacheco. Huge card, huge platform. It'll be a great fight on Saturday.
I'm excited for stay here, and I know Pacheco is a tough fighter, but I'm a tough fighter too, and it's a big match and big venue, and I'm ready for this. I'm ready. I go for my future, and my opportunity is here. That's it. I prepare myself for this event, and I'm ready.
Let's go! Thank you, Enrique. Diego, I can't believe that you're 15-0. You know, it seems like yesterday when we started over in America, you know, you were one of our first signs as well. You were not a baby then, but you were pretty much a baby then, you know, and now 15 fights in, so much experience, boxing obviously in Mexico and America, and huge cards as well, building a great fan base, but it starts to get real now. These fights are real fights, real competition, but it's what you want and it's what you feel you're ready for.
Yes, exactly. You know, I have to thank Matchroom, thank DAZN for the opportunities they've given me since they signed me. I've been blessed to be part of the biggest shows and the biggest events of the past few years. So, you know, this one, nothing short of that is going to be, I feel, the event of the year, and I feel super blessed to be a part of it. And like you said, Eddie, you know, I'm now in the stage where it's time to, the things get real. I'm ready for these bigger fights. It's what I want, and I feel like people are going to see the best Diego Pacheco come Saturday night.
And the fan base continues to grow, obviously we know in LA particularly, but you know, part of a huge card on Saturday night, the fan base from Canelo Alvarez will be watching you as well and looking to jump on that journey with you on Saturday.
Most definitely, I'm here to, you know, not just be a part of it, to show everyone that I'm here to stay, and I'm excited. You know, I want to thank everyone for the support, everyone who's here. Tell you guys to tune in early and don't miss all of us who are going to be fighting a little earlier, and yeah, enjoy the fight Saturday night.
Thank you, Diego. It's another great fight. Pacheco against Collazo. Now we go on to 3 fights that I cannot wait for, and this one is a brilliant, brilliant fight. Ammo Williams against Kieran Conway. It's USA against Great Britain. 2 guys that we've been working with for a long, long time. Both guys took the fight in an instant on Saturday night. I'm going to start with you, Kieran. You boxed, of course, on the Billy Joe Saunders Canelo Alvarez card as well, in front of 75,000. Now another Canelo Alvarez card, this time against Triple G. Massive fight. You took the fight in an instant, up at middleweight, which we feel is going to suit you much better than 154 pound. Can you believe you're here in Las Vegas about to fight on this card? And I know you've been here before, but this is something special to perform in Vegas.
Yeah, this is special. And firstly, thank you for the opportunity. I feel like this is a second chance for me, because I didn't put the performance on that I should have last year. But I'm here to get a W. And that's it, and I'm ready to go. I feel fresh, I feel very prepared, and I'm ready to go Saturday night.
Obviously Ammo Williams has been very outspoken about this fight. He believes he's coming to force a stoppage. You've also talked about you believe that you could also force a stoppage on Saturday night. He's a good young fighter, very explosive, but you have a lot of experience in these big championship fights.
Yeah, I've got a lot of experience. I've done a lot of rounds with high level fights. And yeah, I've been there with the explosive, the fast pace. So yeah, I've got the experience there too. And I do believe I'm here to get that W. I didn't know that I was the underdog until this morning. I thought I was the favourite, but it is what it is. I'm coming here. I'm the favourite in my mind. I'm coming here to win.
Obviously, you've been involved in those big fights as well, but something different from Ammo. He's got a lot to say. He's very outspoken as well. You like that? You enjoy that? And you enjoy the rivalry leading into this fight. A lot of people now engaged across social media through the interviews yesterday, but 2 young fighters desperate to win.
Yeah, I like his attitude. I think it's good for this fight as well. Promotes it really well. He's done well there. He's obviously really excited, so I hope the fans are just as excited as he is. Let's get this going.
Ammo, you've been asking for these big fights for a while now, these big platforms. You've been part of them. Your last fight was supposed to be a step up against Cordell Booker at Madison Square Garden. Didn't go into the second round in that fight as well. Equally as confident going into this fight that you win by knockout.
Definitely. I mean, I hear the same stuff every single press conference. And guys like him, they say they're ready, they had the best, you know, training camp of their life, or whatever. They fresh and experienced. Eddie, we just heard Cordell Booker say the exact same thing he's saying right now. So, you know, it's just gonna get better. What I'm about to do is gonna be worse than what I did to Cordell Booker, and that's a promise to you.
Kieran Conway is very tough. He's been in with some seasoned opposition as well, but you believe you have the speed, the power, the ability to take him out in this fight. And is that the intention of Ammo Williams in this fight? Not looking to cruise to a point decision or victory by any means necessary. It's the KO that you're after on Saturday.
Ammo don't fight for points. Everybody know that. I'm gonna end him. He's done now.
And finally, Ammo, your belief that you are levels above Kieran Conway. You've been calling out big names for a while. This is the Canelo Triple G card. This is the biggest platform in boxing as well. We're going to see something special from you at the weekend.
You will see something you'll never forget. I promise that.
Thank you, Emma Williams, Kieran Conway. Another unbelievable fight, as is this one. Sometimes teams talk about fights. Ali Akhmedov, who has been one of the most feared 168 pounders for a while now, had that epic fight of the year with Carlos Gongora, in which he was winning the fight, got stopped in the last round, has come back with 2 victories as well. Someone said, I think it was Tom Loeffler or someone like that, what about Gabe Rosado? And I said, Gabe's not going to fight Ali Akhmedov, because Gabe's coming off a great fight with Jaime Munguia. We saw him with a devastating knockout over Beck. I don't think he's going to take it. Anyway, someone messages Gabe Rosado, and the answer was yes, very quickly. Gabe, you should have known better, right? I mean, once again, you're there, once again, you're ready. The resurgence in your career, I mean, there was never really a downtime in the career, but the Beck victory, the Jaime Munguia performance as well, this is a different kind of fight. You really had a lot to lose in the Beck fight, nothing really to lose against Jaime Munguia, but back in a position where you must win again on Saturday night.
Oh, definitely. It's just, first and foremost, I want to thank God for the opportunity and match from the zone. And, it's just an opportunity that I saw that was worth it. It's a big card. I believe it's the card of the year. And fighting in front of a big crowd, millions watching at home. And it's one of those fights where, I do what I believe I'm capable of doing and coming out with a great victory, sky's the limit.
Do you take anything from that Gongora fight? I mean, it was an incredible fight. I think you were there, you were commentating on the fight.
On the fight.
I mean, Ali Akhmedov dominated a lot of that fight. Yeah. Carlos Gongora came on long. Is that what it's going to take against Ali Akhmedov? You expect a tough fight, a fight that could go deep into the championship rounds here?
Yeah, absolutely. At this level, every fight's a tough fight. So it's just putting in the work and doing what I have to do in training camp. And just having that self-belief that I belong here. It's doing the unthinkable, man. It keeps me motivated and it keeps me excited. So I'm having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the event, and I'm excited.
Well, I know you're focused on Saturday night, the WBC's Silver Super Middleweight Championship, but as a great pundit for DAZN and as someone that shared the ring with Gennadiy Golovkin, just a quick one on that fight. Seems to be a big feel over the last couple of days about a wave of, I don't know if it's support for Gennadiy Golovkin, but just a feeling that this could be a tough fight for Canelo Alvarez coming off that defeat, and we expect both men to not take a step backwards in that fight.
Yeah, it's a great fight. I think Canelo's showing a lot of emotions, but I think if he goes in there smart, I think either way it's going to be a competitive fight. It's going to be a really close fight. It's probably going to be the best fight out of the 2 they already had. But I think, he has to control his emotions because Triple G is a technician, man, and he's smart, and Canelo can't afford to make a mistake because Triple G will make him pay. So it's definitely going to be a great fight.
Well, good luck in your fight on Saturday. Ali Akhmedov, welcome, WBC Silver Championship on the line. That one's Jesse's, but you've got that one coming one day perhaps. And a big fight for you on Saturday, of course. Your friend Gennadiy Golovkin headlining, but a great fight against Gabe Rosado.
Thanks, Lydia. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. It's big time for me. It's my first fight in Las Vegas. I'm so excited, and I'm ready for this.
Obviously, we saw you with the defeat to Gongora. You come back with 2 wins. Gabe Rosado, very well known, very respected. He's a warrior. We expect another fight of the year contender on Saturday.
Yeah, I know Gabe Rosado. He's a very good fighter. He's a tough fighter. But so this night, I'm ready. We make great training camp. I feel great. This time is a good time for this fight.
Thank you. Ali Akhmedov against Gabe Rosado. Another fantastic fight for this undercard, as is this one, the co-main event. And I think this man to my right, Jesse Rodriguez, is just one of the great success stories of 2022 in boxing. Took the opportunity back in February to step up on a week's notice and fight Carlos Cuadras for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship, having already agreed a fight at 108 pounds, moved to 115 pounds to fight Cuadras, dominated him, then came out and boxed his mandatory Sorungasai, stopped him, and now steps up to fight Israel Gonzalez and defend his WBC title. Jesse Rodriguez, for me, already, I believe, fighter of the year, and I think he's going to go on to be a big contender for that title and a huge name in the sport of boxing. But first, Israel Gonzalez, a fantastic fighter in his own right. We saw him in a fantastic fight with Chocolatito, a very close fight with Cal Yafai that he could have won that fight and become world champion himself. Israel, a huge opportunity for you, of course, with the Mexican legend Canelo Alvarez, and a chance for you to become world champion on Saturday.
Te vimos contra Chocolatito, te vimos contra Yafai, que podrías haber ganado esa pelea, dice mucha gente. Es una oportunidad muy grande para ti estar en la misma cartelera que Canelo, la leyenda mexicana. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Qué piensas antes de esta pelea?
Primero que nada, buenas tardes a todos. Estoy muy agradecido con Dios de que me haya permitido estar en este sillón, en este asiento. Muchas gracias a Eddie y a Malson por la oportunidad. Muchas gracias a Jesse por darnos esa oportunidad de ir por el título del CMB. Estoy muy contento, muy feliz. Hice una buena preparación. Soy un hombre de mucha fe, un hombre de mucho corazón y mucha voluntad, y creo que el 17 de septiembre voy a demostrar de qué estamos hechos.
First of all, good afternoon. He wants to thank God for letting him be in this seat. Thank you to Eddie and Matchroom for the opportunity. Thank you, Jesse, for the opportunity to fight for this WBC title. He's very happy. He feels that he prepared well. And he has a lot of faith and a lot of heart and a lot of willpower. And he'll show what he's made of. He has faith that he'll show what he's made of on September 17th.
Thank you, Israel. Jesse? I mean, what a year it's been so far, and I guess the danger in this fight, we know how good Israel Gonzalez is. He probably should have been a world champion already as well, but everyone talking to you about the Estrada Chocolatito winner moving down to 112, fighting one of those guys, Julio Cesar Martinez. This is a tough fight, and I know you're fully focused on Saturday night.
Yeah, come Saturday night, this is the only goal that I'm focused on right now. September 17th, Israel Gonzalez. I'm going out there to make a statement and to solidify that I'm Fighter of the Year. And then after that, we can talk what's next, but September 17th is the main goal.
Do you feel the pressure going into this fight? I mean, originally against Quadras, everyone was just giving you the credit for taking that fight at late notice. Rungasai was, I guess, a 50-50 fight in many people's minds. But now people are looking at you as a potential Fighter of the Year candidate. Do you have to win in style, or is that always the intention of Jesse Rodriguez?
That's just what I do. I just go out there and perform the way I do, and people love it. And I mean, I don't even try to. The angles that I do, everything that I do, it just comes natural. So September 17th is going to be no different from that. I'm just ready to go.
And finally, Israel Gonzalez, every fight I've seen him in, he's a tremendous fight. He always comes to fight. No just getting through this fight or coasting, you're going to do your thing, and we expect you two to come together in a great fight.
Yeah, September 17th, tune in, you're going to see something special. This fight's going to turn me from a star to a superstar, and people are going to remember my name. Not only the hardcore boxing fans, but the casual boxing fans as well. They're going to remember this performance forever.
Well, Jesse Rodriguez, it's been a great year. We look forward to a tremendous fight on Saturday. Once again, guys, this undercard, absolutely sensational. From Anthony Herrera to Mark Castro to Aponte against Molina to Collazo against Pacheco, from Amo Williams to Kieran Conway, from Gabe Rosado to Ali Akhmedov, and from a potential fighter of the year, Jesse Rodriguez against Israel Gonzalez for the WBC world title. From top to bottom, this is going to be a thrilling card ahead of what will be, I believe, the fight of the year in the main event as well. These guys are going to have head-to-heads up here. They're going to be available to the media as well, and then we'll pause for the main event presser. Gentlemen, good luck on Saturday night. Thank you.
These fighters will take their turn to face off on the stage again. All the action begins this Saturday afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Before the bell, you can see that on the zone. Anthony Herrera, Aaron Aponte leading off the first two matches, and then Mark Castro, like you saw, and Diego Pacheco headlining before the bell undercard. The main card beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific over on the zone. And saw Austin Amo Williams going up against Kieran Conway. For those two fighters speak, they're already getting the fight week experience with Austin Amo Williams, but leading us off here with our head-to-head face-offs. Aaron Aponte, 6-0, 2 knockouts under his belt against Fernando Angel. A tough opponent for Aponte. Molina coming in at 8-0, 3 knockouts, picked up a victory on the Canelo Vivo undercard back on May the 7th, and this is his 7th straight fight in the U.S. Aponte, meanwhile, fighting on a Canelo undercard for the 2nd time. This one's scheduled for 6 rounds at 140 pounds. Aponte fought on a Canelo undercard in his hometown of Miami. This is his second pro fight. He called that his pitching moment as a young professional. Now he gets to go at it again on Canelo Triple G3. Mark Castro, Anthony Herrera. Obviously they will not be facing one another. Herrera will be in action for 6 rounds, his second straight 6-round fight. Mark Castro, this is his 6th Canelo undercard. He fought on May 7th on the Filipino undercard. Castro reported 7-0 with 5 knockouts. And there you see Diego Pacheco and Enrique Collazo. 10 rounds for the vacant WBC US NBC super middleweight title. This is Pacheco's first title fight as a pro. This is Collazo's 3rd time performing in a 10-round fight. It is Mexico versus Puerto Rico, and this was Pacheco 15-0 with 12 knockouts. He is one of the most impressive young fighters in the entire sport, never mind in the super middleweight division. Collazo 16-2-1 with 11 knockouts. And the main card, like we said, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on his own pay-per-view. Austin Animal Williams, Kieran Conway, 10 rounds for the vacant WBA International Middleweight title. Ammo coming off his biggest win to date, silencing Cordell Booker in the first round at Madison Square Garden. On the Taylor Serrano undercard, Conway has nearly 100 more pro rounds of experience. He said he will be ready for the aggression from Ammo right out of the gate. Conway 18-2-1 with 4 knockouts. Calls his punchability underrated. Williams, meanwhile, 11-0 with 9 knockouts. You see the intense stare down between Williams and Conway. Handshake there. Ammo Williams looks to pick up a victory in his 2nd straight professional title match here. Won a regional belt at MSG, going for another one here this Saturday on his own. Ali Akhmedov, Gabe Rosado, 10 rounds for the IBF North American Super Middleweight title. Akhmedov coming in at 18-1 with 14 knockouts. This is his 20th pro fight. Rosado, he turned pro when Akhmedov was 10 years old. 26-14-1, 15 knockouts. Intense stare down here at the Ka Theater at the MGM Grand. Again for the IBF North American Super Middleweight Championship. And then the co-feature. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, a front runner for Fighter of the Year here in 2022, making already his 2nd title defense after winning the WBC Super Flyweight title back in February over Carlos Cuadras. Took down Sarungbasai in his hometown of San Antonio back in late June, and now he makes his 2nd title defense against Israel Gonzalez. This is Gonzalez's 4th attempt at a world title at 115 pounds. The first time he's going for that WBC belt. He enters at 28-4-1, and Bam Rodriguez, of course, 16-0, 11 knockouts as he gets his championship hardware back from Eddie Hearn. A lot of questions